JS.
Hi, it's Dr. Robinson, and today I am on the academic site where college students do research, the JSTOR, capital J-S-T-O-R. It is a phenomenal website in order to find anything that you ever need in order to do research papers. So I'm going to just use the basic commands. Anybody who immediately comes here, you need to do an insert down arrow, listen to every single element in this page. So I'm going to just control home, make sure I'm at the top of the page, hit E for edit, and do a search.
JSTOR, search results E.
If you hear E and it doesn't do anything, I want you to insert Z, make sure your virtual and your PC cursor is on. Insert Z.
Off. On.
Caps lock, semicolon.
PC.
Okay, now E. Actually, I'm going to tab once first and then E.
JSTOR, search results Microsoft Edge profile 1.
Control
JSTOR,
home.
search journals, books, images, and
Perfect.
primary source enter. Banner region, navigation region.
Enter for form slowed on.
Field.
And I'm going to type in employment for the blind.
NPLOYMENTLOR48E.
And I'm going to hit enter.
Blind, enter, loading page, alert, content is loading. 5 regions, 2 headings, and 38 links. The Docker websites use cookies, space.
Okay, and then I'm going to hush them up. Now, I'm going to fine-tune my search. So there's a navigation region under Refine Results. And I'm actually going to use my Insert F5, and I'm going to go to the Anthropology. And all of these are going to start with subject, colon, and then anthropology. So I'm going to have to listen. So Insert F5.
Select the form field dialog. List 1, list view.
S for subject until I hear anthropology.
S, subject, anthropology, which has 1359 results.
Perfect.
Checkbox not checked.
Jumped right there to where I want to be, and I could down arrow and actually listen to my other fine tuning if I wanted to. You can also fine tune on journals and book chapters and research papers and everything else. So fine tuning is going to get a whole lot less than 80,000 results. Let's hit enter on that.
Enter. Anthropology, which has 1359 results. Checkbox not checked.
Spacebar to check it.
Space. Search results updated with filter anthropology. JSTOR. Search results. JSTOR. Search results.
Okay. And now I'm going to hit H for heading until I get to my results.
Search results for employment for the blind. Refine results heading. Search within results heading. Access type. Heading 1359 results heading level 3.
So much better than 80,000. So now I'm fine tuning. I could fine tune even more, like if I wanted to get down to just journals or just book chapters, which might be very advantageous also. Now, I could do X for checkbox. I will do it that way, and then you're going to see I'm just going to hit H for heading in order to jump into my major articles. So X, just so you can see, everything's a checkbox.
Irony among blind Israelis, the meaning, construction, and force checkbox not checked.
Okay? Or I can just hit H for heading, and then I'm going to move through and see if this is information that I really want.
Irony among blind Israelis, the meaning, construction, and force heading level 3 link.
Okay, I'm going to hit H again to jump to my next article.
The community of the blind, social organization, advocacy, and cultural redefinition heading level 3 link.
Okay, so if it sounds interesting, I'm actually going to down arrow and I'm going to listen to a little bit of information about this before I decide whether I want to download it or not.
Link careless, Goal Human Organization, Vol 43, No, 2 Summer 1984, pp 121131.
We also know listening by year is very crucial, so I always tell students if you find older articles, make sure you can get some newer articles also. Let's continue to down arrow and listen.
The community of the blind, social organization, advocacy, and cultural redefinition careless, golden based on the 2-year study of an advocacy organization.
Okay, that actually sounds, it's a 2-year study. Sounds good.
This paper describes a social community of prevocationally blind persons. Characteristics of the community include identification, shared.
Yeah. Now, we also know life changes really fast, so it's like, okay, this is a 2-year study, but this was back in 1984. You could do this paper and then find a more recent one, so you could actually do a compare and contrast. So I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to do this. I know I want to go to the download button. I can always down arrow, go the long way. But I'm going to hit B for button to download.
Download button.
And I'm going to hit enter on this.
Enter. Terms and conditions. Your use of JSTOR indicates you.
Okay, you're going to have to tab. You have to accept to download, so let's go ahead and tab to that.
Terms and conditions. Accept and download button.
Enter.
Opening new tab. Loading page. Blank. Loading complete. Blank. New info alert. PDF.
And you heard opening new tab. Now, everybody has different virtual viewers on this. What I typically tell students is just insert F5, D to downloads, and you can go there. You can always tab to downloads. That's a little bit longer. You can down arrow, longer. Insert F5 is pretty much the faster way to go. Let's insert F5.
Select the form field dialog. List 1, list 2, copy.
Okay. I do not have D to download on this option. The student that I was just with does. So once again, it totally depends on the viewer that you're using. And I believe in Chrome, it's D to download. I'm in Edge, so it works a little bit differently. I'm going to go ahead and Control S. I actually have that option in Edge. I do not in Chrome, but Insert F5 is pretty quick. So let's Control S.
Control S. Save as dialog. File name. Edit combo. 44,125,000.
That's not really good a name, so I'm just going to call it Employee Blind.
I-L-I-N-E.
Okay, keeping it simple, I'm going to Alt-D, make sure I'm in my downloads.
Blind. Alt-D. Progress bar. Address edit combo.
Great. I can either Alt-S or Enter.
Enter.
To save.
Alt-S. The community of the blind. Social organization.
And that's how you do it. Now, when I opened this, I heard it opened an additional tab, so I'm going to Control W and go back to my search.
Closing tab. JSTOR. Search result.
While I'm here, I'm going to tab to cite this information. So I'm going to tab.
JSTOR. Cite button.
Okay, so do this as you're moving along so you don't have to go back and find your citation information. Spacebar.
Space. Cite this item. MLA loading. Chicago loading. APA loading. Export the new.
Okay, APA. I heard APA. I do need to get to APA, so let's tab to APA. APA.
Cite this item dialog. Copy MWA format to clipboard
Nope.
button. Copy Chicago format
Nope.
to clipboard. Copy APA format to clipboard
APA.
button. Space.
Spacebar. And then I'm going to open Word and I'm going to start making a citations page.
Windows 3. Taskbar. Opening. Shift Windows left arrow. Word. New list box. Escape. Edit.
Okay, and I know I need to go ahead and center.
Centered.
And turn on bold.
On. R-E-F-E-E-S-E-E.
References, Control B off.
Off.
Enter, Control L.
Aligned left.
And Control T.
Hanging indent, 1 inch.
And I'm going to tell you, it doesn't always do the hanging indent, so I'm going to do it, and I'm going to paste in. I'm probably going to have to do it again. Control V. Sure enough, Control up arrow.
Golden CS 1980.
If I insert F and listen, I'm going to hear it's not a hanging indent.
12 points. Black on white. Times New Roman. Normal style. Line spacing. Single. Paragraph formatting. Aligned left. Outline level. Body
Yep.
text.
Wrong! Control T.
Hanging indent. 1
And
inch.
I have a beautiful hanging indent. We always tell students single space throughout your whole paper at first, because then you can go through, make sure there's no blank lines, and then the very last thing that they will do is select everything and do a Control T, a Control 2 to double space their paper. Okay, so let's go ahead and Alt-Tab back to my research.
JSTOR. Search results. Profile 1. Microsoft.
Escape.
Main region. List with 1.
Okay, and I continue to hit H.
Making the neoliberal precariat. 2 faces of job searching in Minneapolis. Heading level 3 link.
Okay, if I was doing it on cities, that would be very interesting. And if I down arrow, I'm going to listen to the year.
Link Madison Van Ethnography. Vol 16. No. 1 March 2015.
Okay, so 2015, this is a much newer article, and so it's going to give different types of 2 faces of job searching in Minneapolis. Probably it's going to relate to other cities also. Anyway, I would continue to move through here. I would download it. I would always cite it. I would always put the citation into my reference page. So then all I have to do is go to my articles, open them, do the research, take notes, and write the paper. So that is how incredibly easy the JSTOR database website is, and most colleges that I know of use this. It's a phenomenal academic site in order to do your research. And that is how you do the JSTOR data website.